What's going on? You are hanging out with Death Count. I'm here to talk about some Batman v Superman things you might call controversial. Maybe you can call it an Easter egg. Some other things like, people they're not understanding what's going on, and a theory of my own. So let's start off. Was Batman killing people? Yeah, he was. There were these innocent people were in his way. They were not fucking innocent, man. I think this Batman is, he's not the same Batman he was 20 years ago. This guy just don't give a fuck, man. Like, not that he's out there like the Punisher trying to kill people. No, he's not doing that at all. But if people are in his way, he has no more patience, dude. No more fucking patience. He has a war on crime. One of my favorite Batman stories with Alex Ross in comics was called War on Crime. And in war, people fucking die. Okay, he's not out there, like I said, like the Punisher trying to kill people, no. But if people are doing bad fucking things, man, they're on the wrong side of his war, beware, dude. Because if you're willing to kill other people, then you may die too. Batman is not fucking around. He has no patience. And I understand, I understand it. People compare it to like the Chris Nolan films, how that Batman didn't kill people. Not true. Straight off the top of my head in Batman Begins, the way that Bruce Wayne gets out of the training place. He's with the League of Shadows, and the way to get out of that house, of that secret location, he blew up the fucking house. You know what I mean? Some people had to die. You know what I mean? Like, he caused a lot of people dying, but they're not innocent people, so I get it. In The Dark Knight, he caused the death of Two-Face. That did happen. He went to save the boy, but he caused Harvey Dent's death. He did. So, Batman did kill a few fucking people in the Nolan movies. Of course, Michael Keaton, Batman, he killed a bunch of fucking people. So this isn't a new thing. Like, even in the original comic books, Bob Kane, Batman fucking shot people, man. He killed people. It's more realistic that, people are going to die, man. This isn't fucking, an easy black and white thing where you could just save everyone. You can't, it's more realistic. I like that with Nolan. So let's just settle that killing thing. It's more realistic. Some people are going to die. It's not intentional, but let's talk about Batman branding people. Okay, was Batman branding people? Yeah, that was nuts, man. The first time I saw that, he had that hot iron, burning. I was like, man, this is a little nuts, man. I don't understand why Batman would do this. So I thought about it. When Bruce Wayne left the theater with his parents when he was 10, Zorro inspired him to become what he became. Even Zorro inspired Bob Kane to even fucking write Batman. Zorro is in all black. Zorro has his vehicle it's a horse, so it's all black. He's rich. He has a disguise. He has the like he's two people. He's Zorro, and then he's in his personal life. So Zorro inspired Batman. And I think now where I'm going to here. Batman was branding people very similar to how Zorro would leave his mark too. He would take his sword and leave a Z on people's skin. We don't know if Batman had been doing this for 20 years, but if Zorro inspired him, it makes sense. Know what I mean? So, branding, I'm not saying I'm into it, but I understand where it's coming from. Zorro scarred people. Batman is doing that too. Zorro inspired Batman. So, let me go into a little bit of an Easter egg, which no one is fucking talking about. No one. And the reason why is because I'm such a big fucking 90s Superman comic book. Reign of the Superman and Cyborg Superman. There was, I guess you could say it's a weak connection, but it is a connection. The death of Superman, which was heavily in this movie. Even Snyder gave a big thanks to Dan Jurgens, who created, or co-created the death of Superman, but Dan Jurgens created Cyborg Superman. And to give you some information, if you don't know, before Cyborg Superman, before who he was, his name was Hank Henshaw. Hank Henshaw was an astronaut. Him and his team, including his wife, went into space. And the name of his ship was called Excalibur. Okay? That's important because when Bruce Wayne and his parents exited the theater, if you look in the background, you know, in the center of the theater, it says the Mark of Zorro, but in the background, which you can clearly see it in Batman v Superman, the movie is Excalibur. People are trying to say that Excalibur can be compared to the ending of the actual movie, can be compared to Batman v Superman, but no. Excalibur was a name of Hank Henshaw's ship. Okay? So you can look that up. Wikipedia, Cyborg Superman, and you'll see it. And Excalibur was on the theater. Does it have to do with anything? Will there be a Cyborg Superman? I don't know, but keep this in mind. You know, a lot of people are comparing this movie to Injustice. When you see the Batman Nightmare scene, you know, they're talking about how the way Superman is now evil, and Superman can kill people. He has no problem. He has his own soldiers. Yes, that could be definitely compared to Injustice. But, and here's going to my theory. This was what I would like. Of course, it's not going to happen. This is what I would wish to happen, but it's not going to happen. What if, when Batman was tied up, Superman comes in, fucking toast like these other guys, and Batman is tied up. But what if, before Superman kills Batman there, which I guess he was doing, you know, he like punched through his chest or was ripping out his heart or something. What if Batman hits him in the face with like a headbutt, and the skin of Superman comes off, and underneath him is a cyborg underneath, and we have the Cyborg Superman. Something in my eye. What if Cyborg Superman is right there? You know, it's not the exact way in the comics, but Batman headbutts him, comes off some fucking skin, and you see like the Terminator-esque Cyborg Superman. Now, how could this even happen, all right? Superman died at the end of the film. And in the last shot, we see the rocks rising, telling us that he's either alive or there's some type of energy there. What if, and this is my own theory, Brainiac gets the body, or someone gets his body, probably not Lex, because Lex was saying someone is coming. It could be Darkseid. They did hint to Darkseid. What if there's Brainiac there too, got a hold of the body of Kal-El, and in the current Supergirl comics, they changed the whole story with Hank Henshaw. Brainiac creates Cyborg Superman, and it's from Supergirl's father. So Supergirl's father is now Cyborg Superman in modern comics, but they would do their own thing. Brainiac gets Kal-El's body, creates its own cyborg, and that cyborg gets its energy from Kal-El's body, because Kal-El's body will still observe yellow sun energy. Okay, now this is kind of compared to, you know, my theory is from the Eradicator. The Eradicator, after Superman died, took Kal's body, brought it back to the fortress because the body was still absorbing power, and Eradicator was taking power from that body. Imagine if the Eradicator was using Superman as like a battery, that Kal-El's body would recharge. Eradicator would take that energy. Eradicator would have his own power, go out, use his power, and then his power would kind of go, he has to go back to the fortress and drain out Kal-El again. What if the Cyborg Superman from Brainiac is doing that again? Now, they could do the Injustice storyline. It could be that. I mean, I like the storyline, but, you know, I'm a bigger, like, 90s fan. I would rather have a Cyborg Superman. Would be really fucking cool. And where is Kal's body? Justice League would have to reclaim Superman's body from Brainiac, probably on a ship or something. You know what I mean? And what would be really cool with the Cyborg Superman, who could beat Cyborg Superman? Someone with power, but now they have Cyborg in the Justice League, you know, mechanical stuff. He would have a good reason why he's in Justice League, because they need someone like him to shut down Brainiac's mainframe, or Cyborg Superman's like mainframe. Like, that would be cool. Imagine if Brainiac puts Cyborg Superman out there, but people can't tell if it is Cyborg Superman. They think it's regular Superman. Superman, who is now loved by everyone because he saved everyone from Doomsday. And he lets the government to trust him. Superman tells them, I am your savior. I will protect you. You don't need any fucking missiles anymore. You don't need any nuclear shit. You don't need it. I'm here for you. And what if the government gets rid of all of their fucking missiles, all of their weapons, and then Cyborg Superman reveals that he's evil, that Superman is evil, and humankind has nothing to fight back, and you need the Justice League to fight back because they trusted too much into this Superman. But that is why you could also have how Flash goes back in time to talk to Batman to say don't trust Superman, but Flash might not know that this is a cyborg Superman. People think this is Superman and he really is evil, but he's really not. The true Superman may be on the ship with Brainiac, and this is a cyborg. That Flash, at the time when he went to protect Bruce in the past, Flash may not have known this is cyborg Superman. I don't know. This is a big fucking theory of mine. I don't know. I would like it, but it may be too confusing for some people. So, what else can I talk about? I wrote some bullshit down here. Yes. Okay, last thing. How did Lex know that Superman was Clark Kent or Clark Kent was Superman? How did Lex know that Bruce Wayne is Batman? How did Lex know all of this? Okay? Let's talk about it. It's very simple. At first I thought about it too. You know, we don't see a scene when Lex learns how. The last thing we see of Lex before he reveals to Superman that he knows that Superman is Clark was when Lex goes on to the ship from Man of Steel. And Lex is able to communicate through the ship. And I assume that he can find out all this information from the ship. The ship knows everything. I don't know how, but it can tell information about Superman, who he is, through the ship. So I believe Lex found out who everyone is through the ship. That's it. Alien communication. Maybe it talked to Darkseid. Maybe it talked to a minion of Darkseid, which we saw in the deleted scene. It's now on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, there is a deleted scene on YouTube. Check it out, Batman v Superman. So, that's all I can say, man. I hope that, I explained a few things. I gave you an interesting theory. Maybe you just fucking, confused as hell. Maybe I didn't talk well enough. I don't know. I had a stroke back in October, so some of my speaking, some of my thinking isn't exactly 100%. So, I hope I explained in a good way. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed Batman v Superman, great. If you didn't, give it a second try, third try. It is good, man. Go in there with an open mind and just have fun. Just be entertained. That's what this shit is all about. Be entertained. Okay, so thank you for watching. Talk to you later.